Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It is another day and we have another scholarship. Do you know that you can start your fully funded graduate studies in the UK by January 2026? So you do not have to wait till September next year, but by January, just a couple of months, you can start studying in the UK. And these opportunities I'll be sharing with you are open to international students from around the world. Whether you're Nigerian, whether you're Kenyan, from Myanmar, from India, you would certainly find an opportunity here. For this particular one, you can see here they're saying October as the deadline, and resumption is January. And by the way, you might be troubled by this PhD entry and say, oh, I do not have a bachelor's already. What do I do? It's also the case that a number of these opportunities require you to have just a bachelor's degree. You do not need a master's for a number of them. A master's is um, might give you an edge, but it is not necessary for some of these opportunities I'll be showing you. So as you can see here, this says upper second class. That's a 2-1 undergraduate degree. So what about funding? How do you fund your studies? So just scroll up a little bit more. You will see what I mean by a fully funded scholarship. So here it says you get over £20,000 in stipend. And by the way, you also get tuition waivers for both UK, EU, and international rates. So your tuition covered, stipend of over 20,000, then an extra 2,000 for like conferences and things like that. So there are a number of opportunities like this in the UK, and I'll be showing you how to look for them. So who knows, by January, I might just stumble across you in the UK and we exchange pleasantries. So welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It is another day and we have another scholarship. In case you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. But where have you been? There are lots of videos already on fully funded scholarships from around the world. So look around. I'm sure you'll find something that catches your interest. And if you're a returning viewer, a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Thanks for the constant support. And I hope you find the scholarship sooner than later. And if you're joining us for the first time or you're still joining us as a returning viewer and haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? I give free tips and free insight on fully funded scholarships from different continents from around the world. So if you do not subscribe, you probably not see me again. So please do that now. So let's go to the opportunities. So I started with this one at the University of Sussex. Let's see if I can get back to that page. Good. So this one is for those from, I think it's the engineering department, but there are some other departments you can check through and see if you qualify for it. So I would show you the opportunities at different universities. This is at Austin University. When you scroll down a little, you can see opportunities at the business school, and the deadline is 30th of September. You can see at the engineering school, some deadlines are already passed, unfortunately, but this is in December, so there's still time. You can see health sciences. Lots of 15th here, which is passed, unfortunately. But then there are still these ones you can apply for. I think if you apply for this one in December or January, you can start in like April, March, April, thereabout. So look around, you might just find something that catches your interest and that is still open. Hopefully there are still ones from late September upwards. So this is at Austin University. We started with the one at University of Sussex. So let's go to the main page. So this is Sussex University, and these are the opportunities open. Again, this one is passed already because it's April, but this is still open. This is the one I showed you recently. The deadline is the 17th of October. So what do? You can just go across universities generally in the UK and look for universities still accepting applications. It is the minority, I would admit, but there are still a number of them, as you will see. I have about 10 tabs opened, and all of them have fully funded offers for January intake 2026. So 10 might not be the majority, but it's still a large number. So this is at Bonnell University. and then check for to make sure that the funding is for both home and international students, because some of them might be open, but they say just home students alone. So yes, we're accepting, but just for UK students. But fortunately, this is accepting and also for international students. So we can click on this and see what it offers. So scroll down again. It is in October. International students can apply. So here it's saying a first class or a 2-1, that MSc isn't required but can be advantageous. So once again, for those who have bachelor's degree, because I often get this in the comments as well, can I apply for a PhD without a master's? For some schools, yes, especially in the US, yes. And now we're discovering that also in the UK, you can apply in some universities like this one. Apply with your bachelor's, a strong bachelor's degree, directly for a PhD. So master's, MSc isn't required but can be advantageous. So you scroll down and get more info on how to apply and things like that. So this is the third university. So we started with Sussex, and then Austin University in Birmingham, and this is Brunel University in London. And then we have more. I think this should be Coventry University, but this is Coventry University in Coventry, and still accepting applications, both for home and international students. So you can see here it says start date January 2026. And eligibility criteria, UK international. Wonderful. Can't scroll down again to see more funding, tuition, and bursary. It didn't specify exactly what the bursary and tuition is, but be rest assured that you get your tuition and your stipend covered. So here it says a 2-1, and I think this one also needs a master's. Unlike the first one we've seen, I think this one also needs a master's, so which is fine, which is okay. But this is Coventry University. We can also go to another university, Southampton, and check use the funding status and say you're an international student. So there are 8 opportunities here for international students. So you can scroll down and see this is about I think this is a medical field. So once again, just a 2-1 is sufficient. And then you can check for funding. And everything is covered. Your tuition fees, stipend, as living allowance, covered through and through. So once again, remember to use the filter function where it is present to filter out opportunities for home students and to get those for just international students. So this is Southampton. I told you there's a number of universities still accepting students, just to take you through the variety. This is at Cardiff University. Great. And then once again, I use the funding status and say I am a non-European student. And there are 33 opportunities actually here for non-European students. So scroll down and you get the full gist. So this one is in chemistry, Superbox. It also tells you how to apply. And I think this also has requires just a bachelor's. But if you have a second class lower, then you will need a master's. So just a bachelor's degree, a first class or a 2-1. If you have a 2-2, you need a master's. For the English language test requirements, do not worry. If you already studied in the English language, you can get away. So look at these opportunities and see if there's any in your field of specialization. I think we have another one here. This is the University of Surrey, I think. University of Surrey. And then what do we have here? So there is one here. Let's see what it entails. The deadline is the 6th of October and start date 1st of January 2026. Also generous tax-free stipend of over 20,000, and it's for both domestic and international conferences, but I think it's also for both home and international students. There was no instruction about whether international students should apply or not. So I think generally you're expected to apply, except otherwise stated. Yes, open to any UK or international candidate. So we see it there plainly written. So this is great. This is great. This is good news. What else? So this is at Surrey University. Good. What else do we have? We also have this one at Edinburgh, University of Edinburgh, and then you can use the filter function once again. And then let's see how many we have here. Still loading. So there are a couple of them. This one is ending on the 15th. This is on the 17th. So just check for any opportunity that catches your interest. A number of them has already, for a number of them, the supervisor has already specified what the research is going to be about. So what you often do is to write a statement showing that you've done something related to this research in the past. You have like the basic skills, and this research will help you continue in that line. So a number of them have done the work for you already. That's what I mean. You can see here it's both for 3.5 years, both for home and international students. And then you get 5,000 extra in research costs like conferences and the rest of them. So this is at Edinburgh University. You can also use the filter function to check for the different disciplines. So I think we have one more. This is at Leicester, University of Leicester. And look at the different colleges. And beware, like this one says clearly, just UK applicants only. So it means you cannot apply for that. So UK overseas applicants. So it means you can apply for this. So be on the lookout for that as well. So you do not waste your energy applying for something you do not qualify for. So there's a number of self-funded projects, but that's not what we're looking for because we need funded projects. So these are the ones we're looking for. Try this one for international students. Great. So in case you're in the health discipline, I think this might just be important for you. Once again, generous funding for 3.5 years covers your fees, 20,000 plus, and you are good to go. Great. So now the question is, how do you find these opportunities? Because I wouldn't be leaving a link to these different universities. Rather, what I want to do is to show you how to get them yourself. So I get lots of emails about, oh, I want to apply for a scholarship. I do not know where to apply to. Can you send me the link? And I'm like, no, I'm not sending you. I won't send you the link because I've done that in my previous videos. So why don't you do your own research and then do your own research and find the university that is appropriate and the course that is appropriate for yourself and then apply. And you can use my YouTube videos as a guide. But as opposed to me sending links to like 50 people sending me emails every day. You understand what I mean? So the idea behind this is to show you how to look for these opportunities yourself. So you do not even have to wait for me to upload. You can just do that yourself and win the opportunity. So to look for these particular ones, I just said UK studentship or PhD studentship UK. And then you get a number of suggestions. And then you go through and see the ones that are still open. You might find some of them that are closed, which is fine. Check and it's closed or they're not accepting anymore, which is fine. It's part of the research process. And then you can look for the ones that are still open. Like this one is closed till next year, which is fine. You can look for the one that is still open, and then you'll be one of the first or one of the few people to know about it and then apply and get it. So that is how you show your intellectual creativity and dexterity for graduate studies, that you're able to dig out this information. So what you can also do is you can type PhD studentship and type the name of the university, Loughborough University, or like one of the universities we saw, um, Newcastle University. So you can just play around with these different names, and who knows, you might just stumble on something. You might just stumble on something that is important to you. As I said, it is not automatic. Some of them you need to dig in a little bit more. For others, it's very easy. Just get it from Google. So I want you to do the same. So for those asking for the link, use Google. I think that's what I will tell you this time. I might just stumble on something that is not among the list of universities we've seen already. And that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. As usual, I cannot wait to celebrate you. So my YouTube channel has fully funded opportunities already. So in case you do not find something from this one, check other videos. You'll probably find something in your area of interest. As usual, guys, we cannot wait to celebrate you. So get to work, and I'll see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now. Cheers.